You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode 152 for September 2018. My mom raised me not to lie to a bird.
So you wake up.
Well, I don't.
You you continue to be awake.
He does this every time.
Hey, Tony. I don't have to sleep. It's awesome.
But he really enjoys watching other people sleep.
Oh, yes, I do.
It's very creepy.
He's polishing his Gifka.
I'm
Yes.
composing songs, that's
She's
She
polishing her gift.
her gift.
all. While I strum my piccolo.
And you're awake. You have done whatever you want to do. You gain the benefits, whatever benefits you gain from a long rest. What would you like to do?
Level up.
What else would you like to do?
I don't even remember why we're here anymore.
That was some good sleep.
Wait a minute. Mashasta said you were the one I could count on.
we are we
hung out
supposed
with
to?
us for too long.
Is our new mission to get this wind vein spear thing? Is that?
I mean, it seems like they're in the process of trying to bring Yancy Bin into this dimension, so we should
I will
back down.
I will admit that Tony / Redgar is a little confused. I mean, I remember our original mission of find the halfling delegation.
We sort of did that.
We sort of did that.
Still need to do that. You found some of them.
Do you think we have found roughly 1/4 of them?
Roughly, yes.
So they
One quarter
split
of
up
that
the
one that went down the
delegation
pit.
for like political purposes.
So what you're saying is we found half of the halflings.
Yeah, never put all your halflings in one cult. I don't know.
And that one halfling is now in like 8 pieces, so I don't know how that works into the math, but
But
They're
so
all uneven
confusing.
pieces too.
I mean, is our new mission to help our friends out with finding this, keeping the ritual from completing, vis-a-vis probably having to steal or destroy an artifact?
I mean, this seems like the sort of mission you undertake because if you don't, everyone's going to die.
Pretty
I
much.
do keep all of my stuff on Athos.
And
So-
Regdar would know that Athos has kind of been sealed off from all other planes of existence, and so it is deeply troubling that these people appear as though they can open portals to different.
I start drawing you a map of all the planes of existence and the dirt on the ground.
Ooh,
And
I'm into this.
you know,
You make
Yeah,
it pop.
I point at it and go, "Oh, you got a
Decorates
corner wrong there."
Now you have 2 of them in the party.
Yeah, but no, we should probably hurry. Since I don't know how long that.
so you're saying we have time
takes.
to sleep for 8 hours, but not a leisurely brunch. Is what the
Well, now we
situation
really don't
is.
have a lot of time.
I'm afraid
Amal
not.
wants to know what's in the other door in his closet.
Do you?
As
wanna
far
open
as
it?
I know, all of these rooms up here are just abandoned. So,
I'll peek out.
Amal, if you keep opening doors and finding horrible things, you're fired.
Ooh. Yeah, good old closet that opens onto a plaza.
You know, it
it
happens.
was a foyer.
All right.
Oh, there's a ghoul.
So Tasha, should you lead the way to wherever this ritual is going on, and perhaps you can help us avoid as many of the cultists as possible?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So we all have robes, right?
Mhm.
So we are somewhat inconspicuous. We've cleaned the robes.
Mhm.
Can I wear what's left of the cloaker?
Sure.
Ew. It's no, because it's all coated in acid.
Well, that just
Yeah.
that's
Also, it's out of fashion.
It's just acid
Last
wash,
year's
yeah.
cloaker.
That's last year's cloaker.
Oh,
Very
is
last
that the
season.
problem? Acid wash is out of style.
Yep.
That's right.
Mhm. Now, so as far as I know, is the only way that I know down through that pit, or am I aware of the?
And as you are about to leave the room,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not leaving yet until I figure out where we're going.
I mean, if we need to go down, we know that there's another path down through that
Mhm.
worm
Ah.
Yeah, we
area.
definitely have to
Oh,
go
look,
back to the
we're
category.
making a friend.
Welcome to the party, pal.
yes, out
Is,
of
is this character also Erica?
yes, Erica. Surprise! I haven't told her.
Me thinking I was still asleep. Me dreaming of Genie.
Yes,
I'm just saying I'm not going to snap any characters' necks from here on in case they are also Erica. So,
I think that's wise.
One swift
That's
motion.
wise. There were plenty of cultists in that room. They would have just kept coming out until one's saved.
Until the floor was literally blocked.
Hi guys, it's me.
Eric.
So in the center of the room materializes a familiar genie, who says, I've been looking for you all over, although I don't...
Great job.
I don't know. And he points to Zotasha.
Yeah, I take a step back. Like, whoa.
You recognize him, though, as the genie who's been rebuilding the city. And he says, thank you so much for freeing me. As promised, I will offer you a boon. And he holds out...
Can you bring Preston back to
bottle of fortified wine?
No.
He holds 5 bottles, and he gives them to you.
Ooh.
I'm
Which one
sorry,
is
what was
Strawberry
that?
Hill?
What is in it?
This is a bottled breath. It contains a breath of elemental air. When you inhale it, you have 2 choices. You can either hold your breath or exhale. If you exhale, you gain the effect of the gust of wind spell, which I can tell you what that is. If you hold the breath, you don't need to breathe for 1 hour. Although you can end this benefit early. For example, to speak.
And there are 5 of these?
There are 5. He gives 1 to each of everyone except Zotasha. Sorry.
Mr. Genie, I'm surprised that you're even
So
still
it
around
begins.
here. Shouldn't you be off on your own doing adventures, not with these people who enslaved you?
Yes, and he disappears.
That was a Dungeon Master Curtis. I'm just here to provide transitions.
I just want to quickly mark May 27th, 1:31 p.m. is first mispronunciation of new character's name. So
it's good. It's not going to be the last. So buckle up.
milestone.
I thought of even more difficult names, but then I was like, actually, maybe I'll make it simpler.
Do you go by Zoe?
Yeah,
Tasha?
Yeah, keep it simple, Zootopia.
Man.
Erica did say, I have some complicated names. I hope that you won't be able to pronounce. And I said, whatever name you pick, I'm not going to be able to pronounce. So pick whatever you want.
How about Zot?
Zod.
Yeah.
Oh, Zip.
Zots.
Zip Zot. Don't zip Zot.
So you may all...
No, I don't do that kind of stuff.
All right, Zoetrope, lead the way.
You have
That'll take.
each of you has 1 bottled breath.
All right.
Okay.
Better write that down. And I now to forget that I have it for several sessions.
So
Well, there you
explain
go.
this gust of wind spell.
The gust of wind spell. I will tell you what it does.
It blows.
Well, technically, yes, it does. Gust of wind. Oh, here, I opened up to the right page. It's 248 in the player's handbook for those following at home. Basically, you can create a gust of wind that is 60 feet long and 10 feet wide as a blast. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you.
I like
Okay.
that it lasts for a minute because then you're just spending 1 whole minute going.
Basically, and you could disperse gas or vapor. It extinguishes
Yeah, I can.
candles, torches, and other unprotected flames.
All right.
And as a bonus action, you could change the direction of the line.
This is going to be awesome when my birthday rolls around again.
Okay. So I don't think that we should try to go and jump down the pit that I'm aware of, because it's going to be really well.
I mean, can't we just go back down the worm?
Yeah, let's go down the worm.
Is that how you guys came up? Because I got to admit, I heard you jumped in the pit, and then I saw you over there, and I was really confused.
We went up the
Welcome
worm.
to our club. We came up the worm. We did the worm.
Oh.
Up the worm.
Trust us, we're great. Surely we have not gotten anyone killed.
All right. So, okay. Then I am going to peek out this door here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make this door over here flap open and closed.
The Howling Hatred Initiative says, "What the heck?" And he goes over to check it out.
Is he the only one that's doing that?
Yes.
All right. Well.
Murderer Kenku. We just grab them and pull them into the room one by one.
Or what if we just make them repeat other things like, look, to the south.
Or not Everything seems great.
Nothing.
Why are there
nothing
more
to report
Kenku
here.
hijinks?
Move
Yeah,
along.
we should be. Yeah,
It was probably nothing.
problem. Thank you.
Reference acknowledged.
Let's see. I can also make ominous whispers or other noises come
I'm
from
scared of our new
far
friend,
away.
guys.
Ominous
Did Scott let her
whispers.
level up, or are we just this bad?
Well, I'll leave that as an exercise for the listener.
So are the Kenku? Which way are they facing?
They are facing. One of them's looking at the statue, and one of them is looking down towards the former dwarven feasting hall.
So I would like to cast minor illusion on the statue of the dwarf, and I would like to make it sing a well-known dwarven drinking song.
Let me look up minor illusion.
That's awesome. I can also make a cause some tremors right underneath the statue to make it look like it's dancing.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
Teamwork.
You create a sound.
Just want to create enough of a distraction that everybody can sneak back out that same door and head back
Right.
to the room without having to kill all of these Kenku in possible plain sight of the wyvern guy.
So, Keshka, with minor illusion, you can have the sound centered on this statue, but you can't have it actually like its lips will not be moving. It'll just
That's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't have to look like it's alive. It just has to be weird.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
So
I
it
will
is minor.
also
It has to attract
cause
attention.
harmless tremors underneath it as well.
All right, so suddenly the ground starts to shake a little bit as this very deep voice starts singing this dwarven drinking song, and the ground is trembling in time with the song.
Nice
and
touch.
all of the cultists kind of run towards it. The Kenku say nope and start running away.
Shouldn't they be singing along?
Yeah,
Oh, good. They're running down where we were headed.
Yep.
that's
Well, they might
fine.
go
Two
south.
Kenku is better than
Yeah.
two Kenku and a bunch of
They
other
are
dudes.
leaving.
Yeah.
And this
They might
guy
go hide in
goes
the
over
drinking hall.
here, and these guys are just trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this thing.
Time to sneak.
Kenku in the hand is worth 2 down the hall.
Yeah, it's probably easier to take out two Kenku than it is to take out
Yeah,
everybody.
are they
Let's-
still running away?
Let's also run away as though we came.
Yeah.
we are.
That's
also
true, you're in
afraid.
initiative.
They're gonna
robes.
hide over there.
What if we go south?
So are you trying for
No, you
stealth?
want to go to the or
I know Regdar is, so.
I think Amal's just gonna bolt. He's not particularly stealthy, so I think he's just gonna head.
So why try?
Yeah, I
That's
think-
right. If you're not good at something, you shouldn't even try. That's what my parents always told me.
Mhm.
But I was thinking
why-
about running the opposite direction, like down here.
That's why I've done nothing with my life.
You can go around the south side of the
south side of the
feasting
building.
hall.
South side.
Scott, you're a master of dungeons.
Well,
Am I though?
I guess I will
I-
also try to keep a low profile.
A dungeon.
yeah, I'm gonna
This
try to be
particular
stealthy.
dungeon.
I actually
Okay.
rolled a 20, so I got a 29 to stealth. So I feel like I can pull it
Oh.
off.
Shara, nope, the Shara disappears.
Whoa.
I got 21.
So
on
where's
my
everybody
stealth.
going? Umlal is running down this hallway
I guess we'll
that
follow
you have not
him.
been down before. I don't know how he got in the lead, but now everybody's following Umlal. Is that the idea?
He is the fastest,
I
actually.
am fast. I run 40
Oh.
feet.
Well, there you go.
He's easy to spot too.
Especially since he doesn't bother with stealth.
Can hear him.
So you all follow him. Nobody notices
Yes.
the Kenku. Regdar, as you're running past, you look up to see where the Kenku are, and they're kind of just cowering in the corner. And you hear the coming from the Kenku like cries of young children that they are mimicking.
Oh,
Great.
Creepy.
That's
I'm out.
so creepy.
I tell the Kenku, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Keep going.
throw him a cracker.
And then you want to head back down the
Down the
The-
worm.
down
Down the worm.
Oh man,
Uh,
I'm gonna use my balloon bag.
No, not in public.
No.
Are you going to?
I'm thinking about jumping into that hole and just using, not now, but when we get to the shaft.
Well, this is the shaft. What shaft?
No, at the
there are
bottom-
multiple shafts.
So there's this one.
And then there's the
one,
80-foot deep one at the bottom
yeah,
of the worm.
the one that we found that was where the balloon stuff was at the top.
I gotcha. All right, so you all successfully climbed down this worm.
Well, maybe Zatasha can let us know if we are heading in the right direction, since she seems to know.
Well, I
does
haven't
not
been
know.
down in the catacombs yet, but you guys seem like you totally have it together. So I'm
You've been here how
sure.
long?
We know where we're going.
I just look at her and say, we need to talk later when things calm down a little.
All right, you successfully
You might
climbed
not
down
think I was being honest there, but
down the worm, and you are back here, and Zatasha is with you.
Should we explore this level further in case this is where the ritual is happening before we go all the way down?
yeah. Do I have
I mean, is
any
Is
information
this
about
part
where?
of the caverns now?
Is there, Scott, are there any other exits or entrances for this? Like, or is this just wall
You
down
can't
here and
see
there?
that. So
I mean, this area seems a little bit more like less. I don't know. Am I
seems
incorrectly
browner.
from the map? Scott,
Yes.
is this area of the caverns a little bit more less natural cavern and a mix of natural and actually dug out stuff, or is this just a cave?
It does seem a little bit more worked.
Yeah.
You would know that when you met that halfling that you saved, and she said we have to stop the ceremony that's starting now.
Yeah.
She jumped down the hole in the pyramid,
Mm-hmm.
and you are sure that you have left that level where that shaft
Mhm.
leads to. So this is a different level,
Mhm.
Okay.
and you could.
Regdar suggests that let's explore this area fully before we head deeper into the caverns.
Is this the level where? Do you think that this is where the pit in the pyramid leads to? Because that's basically where we need to get to down there.
Well, that's definitely lower.
Yeah, this is not that. We need to keep going down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Regdar is foolish.
Yeah, I think we
can
should.
go
I think we
get in
should
a
head
couple of
for
pointless fights and
there at least as a starting point, because I know for sure that that's how everybody went to get
Let's
to
do
the.
it.
All right. So now you are at the
Ceremony.
top of the shaft that you climbed up before.
Are we balloon?
I was
bagging or
supposed to
feather
be in
falling?
this flute concert that was going to happen for it, but
Ooh.
it all got canceled. Which is
Oh.
great because I friggin' hate flute music.
I quickly put away the
I'm
flute that I was taking out of my
blows
bag.
his whistle, sadly.
Oh, flutes. So
How do you feel about gift gifts?
They're great.
Okay.
love a gift.
Never look a Githka in the mouth.
Oh.
Howling wind howls as it climbs up this dark shaft. This is where you found your balloon bags.
Okay. I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, sounds great.
Wait, what? Wait, so we're supposed to go down here? Is there still a rope hanging by any chance?
Yeah, we also only have. I mean, we have maximum 5 balloon bags, and there's 6 of us. So
I can levitate.
We easily climbed.
let's just let's just convince Almal that we've given him a balloon bag and send him
I
down.
mean, we still got the rope. We can rappel. Most of us can rappel down.
He pulls a strap and all like just his like pots and pans all start coming out of his backpack.
Yeah, I think we can mostly just climb down with the safety of the rope giving us.
Yeah,
advantage.
I don't think that. In fact, I'm suspicious that this pit is deep enough that a balloon bag would be helpful.
Well, it's 80 feet deep, and you know that the rough pit walls seem like climbing would not be that difficult.
Fine, we can climb the rope.
Let's try that in an emergency. I'll cast Featherfall.
I think I'm definitely going to need the help of the rope. You may have noticed as we've been walking along that Zatasha is incredibly klutzy. Like, it looks like she's trying to run into walls sometimes. She's just really, yeah. So rope is good.
And we're just using it for climbing
she's-
instead of some other preposterous
But
thing.
I'm so charismatic. I look like I almost meant to do it.
I mean, how long is that
That's
tail?
true.
Can you just bungee?
Tail is not that long.
Yeah,
It's not.
are you sure? It's
It's
75 feet, not 80 feet.
4 feet long.
It stretches.
So
Wait,
Carlos goes down.
Carlos climbs down as everyone is talking.
All right, Almal also climbs down.
Carlos goes down. That movie where the
This conversation is so inane it's
Stop,
rendered him
Steve.
unconscious.
that movie where the mole
Stop it.
checks into the hotel and
There's a giant
referencing-
worm. Yes.
reference-
And you
Acknowledge, Steve.
all have advantage. Just tell me if anyone has gotten lower than 10 on an athletics check.
all right. Not me.
I do.
Oh,
Thank goodness I had advantage because I rolled a critical fail and a 12.
11. Oh, we have
Yeah,
advantage on this one? Got two
only
11s,
need to beat a
apparently. That's
10.
all I can roll.
All right, so as you are climbing down, Zotasha climbs down about 10 feet, and then
Almost to her
she,
death. Goodbye, Zatasha.
she loses her grip and starts to fall.
Let's go back up to them and meet another cultist. Yeah, it turns out the entire cult is plants.
Carlos
That's the
tries
problem.
to catch her. He's standing at the bottom.
Regdar casts.
Well, I mean,
Featherfall.
there's also a rope
Oh.
around me because I'm not going down without the rope.
Yeah, is it necessary?
That's true.
Can she grab the rope?
She, well, with Featherfall, it doesn't matter. She quietly,
don't
not
waste the
quietly, she
Featherfall if
lands
she can
lightly
grab the rope.
at the bottom of the thing. I mean, she could grab the rope. That would require some rolls, but we could do that.
Yeah, rolls
She's
that
klutzy as heck.
rolls that I'm not
Yeah,
gonna make.
I've used a spell slot, so
All right.
that's it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You are all at the bottom of the shaft that leads then to the
Shaft.
the
Damn right.
the
Do I know what just happened to me? Just curious.
well, no, not really.
Okay.
You've had this kind of thing happen before.
Let's see.
I
I
caught
have pretty
you.
good. I have pretty good insight. I'm guessing I'd probably be able to figure it out.
Did you catch her? She falls slowly past you.
No, I caught her as she fell slowly.
Into your arms,
Okay.
just gently.
Thanks, team. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Yep. That's us.
I'm very convincing.
Don't believe what you hear.
Isn't it always exciting to meet new people that you're going to inevitably disappoint?
And you're all, you're all so competent. It seems like you've got your stuff together.
Yep.
All right, so you are back in this cavern.
God, why did we
entrance.
come back here?
And
We have to stop a ritual that will save Athos.
Well, let's consider whether Yancy Ban is so bad.
Yeah.
He's pretty bad.
Maybe he's the lesser of two evils, though.
People are supposed to stay on the plane that they're from. That's just how I was raised.
Consider
That
this.
seems
Maybe
Wow.
plainest.
maybe we facilitate all four of these dudes coming and let them fight it out amongst themselves.
Gotcha, agent of chaos.
They'll weaken each other.
I feel like, yeah, but our home is their battleground.
That's a great tagline for a movie.
Yeah.
That is a great tagline for a movie.
Cloverfield.
No matter who wins,
We
we
lose.
lose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we all
I think
down
I
the
was
Don't
shaft
remember
here?
which movie that was tagline for.
Alien
showing the tag-
versus Predator.
Oh, I saw that
Ah.
movie. I thought it was Godzilla versus something.
So Carlos is standing at the chasm again.
Back
Yep,
at the
Carlos is
chasm.
like,
Almo
Oh,
looks
yeah,
over his shoulder and then just pushes him in.
Well, do we want to go this way or do we want to go by the frozen lake?
Do we know
well, there's
where...
also
do
Also,
we know where we're going?
south.
you
we can
could
also
go
go
south.
Zotasha.
It's not really the
you're-
way we're going, but yeah.
Do we know?
What
But
are
do we
your
know
sp-
where the actual ritual is?
You
Might
do
not have
not.
been where we landed.
Yeah, have I
Yeah.
heard anything about, like, once you get down the pit in the temple
Take a
or
left.
in the pyramid? Like, yeah, exactly.
Take a
Left
left
at the,
at the
at the
core.
giant pile of gore.
Well, you know that there is a room that is referred to as the air portal, and that is where you think it's happening, but you're not sure where
The
it is.
airport.
You've heard tales that it is in these caverns that that are known as the Howling Caves, where wind is never ending, and the caves that you're standing in now have a wind that keeps never ending. So you think that you're in the right place, but you're not sure where in these caves is the air portal.
So we need to do a grid
By
search and,
Samsonite.
and rule things
Can we
out.
see
All
farther
right, let's
down
split up to cover more ground.
in this
There we
direction?
go.
And I do have dark vision, so
You're standing there. 1, 2.
Well, let's look to the south since we don't know what's down there. Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I one step behind as usual? Oh,
At least it's just one step.
I see dead
Giant
things.
spiders are seized in death among dead cave lizards, giant bats, and a carrion crawler, and a female dark-skinned elf decked in fine chainmail with a ruby pommeled knives. Oh, not just one, several ruby pommeled knives at her hips. No injuries are apparent, and the smell of death is fainter than one would expect. At the back of the cave, within 10 feet of the elf, a breeze whistles through three tiny fissures in the rock.
I don't think we want to go down there.
This seems like something we should investigate further.
That doesn't look like a ritual happening over there.
No.
Nope.
Also, yeah, it might be a trap
Yeah.
or something's dining room. So
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, let's back away.
Also,
untouched
like that
brow
carry-
appearing
that
to be
carry-
dead and having jeweled daggers about her.
I don't know. I feel like that carrion crawler probably did not die with a lot of money on him. So let's keep moving.
What if he crawled it out of all of his other
Yeah.
carrion?
How about we
Yeah,
look up
what if-
here
what if he-
to the northwest?
Does he look like an investment banker, carrion
All
crawler?
right, we solved your carrion crawler puzzle, Scott.
Damn you!
All right, so shall we? Do we
North
want
it
to
is.
cross over Thunder
All right.
Chasm, or
So are we?
go ahead.
So I say, folks, are we just literally just you're just running around corners? Is that what's happening?
yes?
Yeah, welcome to the crew.
Maybe we could stop that because I feel like at least a couple of you guys look like you're really, really good at being stealthy and sneaky, and I would just love to see that in action. To see somebody peeking around corners.
Who's that?
These positivity, I love it.
I feel strangely manipulated, and I love it.
Carlos is going to stealthily look around a corner. Although he doesn't have dark vision, but he's going to look anyway.
Well, he has a torch.
That stealth you were
Yeah, but
talking
that's
about.
that's going to ruin the
That's not
stealth. So
him.
Carlos is not going to. Carlos looks around the corner. It's completely dark, and he leans back and goes, "Well, I don't know. It's
All right, come on, out of the way.
But
I'll go check
I
it
nod
out.
and I say that was a really good try. Anybody else want to get a shot?
Well, I guess I'll go next.
What about you, milady? I say to the bug.
Lady.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, sure, I'll go. That's wow. No one's ever called me milady before. All right, so I'm cruising around the corner to see what I see, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to see an ice lake.
I am there. You think that this passageway to the north leads to the ice lake because you see the glint of some ice, and then you see this other passageway that seems to turn.
All right. So just because I can, I'm going to telepathically let the tiefling know.
Hmm.
Hey, there's a glint of ice up there, and
I
it's
say-
an ice lake.
I telepathically respond, ice? What?
We don't know either.
It's a strange kind of rock, sometimes found underground in cold
We
places.
think in glass.
All right. Well, if there's nobody else, I say, hey, let's follow.
All right. Well, we already know that the chasm's no good to be cruising around in. So, what can it hurt to go visit the ice lake?
What is it? What is it off to the right there? You want to sneak around that corner and see where that goes? I mean,
It's like a diverticulum.
since I haven't been on the other side of it, I don't realize that this is necessarily such a small little area there.
Yeah, that leads to the other side of the ice lake, and it's also where our friend died.
No, up and to the right.
Oh,
see.
that I don't know.
Like,
It's dark up there.
there.
I don't see anything. Whatever.
It probably is nothing.
All right, I'll take a look.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
It's a cave that goes nowhere.
We totally could have slept here and never met Erica's new character.
That is true. You still would have met her.
Oh.
Somehow I would have found you.
Oh man, ruin the illusion, why don't you?
Sorry.
North to the ice lake, I guess.
North to the ice lake.
Kachka, do you want to just go all
We're
the way
going
back
north.
into that
The
alcove
ice
and
is
back?
on.
Do we really want to go near an ice lake? Those are two
Well,
words that I was not expecting to
We could
ever
also
use.
jump over this chasm with
Well-
with thunder and fog.
It
Mm.
kind of looks like we can walk around the perimeter of the ice lake. And
Yeah,
not
let's
go
So
across.
there's a
skirt
shore,
the edge of
sure.
the ice lake. Yeah, let's avoid.
Sure, there's a shore.
The ice monsters that are probably there under
just
the ice.
in case.
It's probably just one ice monster.
Just in case, maybe we should be thoughtful about the order in which we go around this lake. Which of you guys is the strongest, sturdiest in
So
battle?
Tasha, you are so
me,
wise.
me.
I-
It's like you have a lifetime of wisdom already built up.
So remember this: as you come into this cave, it suddenly gets really cold, and it is dominated by this frozen pool. Ice crystals glitter on the walls, the floor, and other rock formations. And snow, which we've never seen before, whirls. Well, Umal may have seen it before. Whirls about on strong gusts.
Creepy.
Oh my
It
god,
like-
snow, which I've never seen before.
This like my home. Remind me of the mountains.
When you say it gets really cold, are we talking about like dangerously cold?
Like, is it
or-
impeding our movement? It's so cold.
The temperature in this cave is -30 degrees
Holy
Fahrenheit.
crow.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Wait, Athos hasn't gone to the metric system yet? What is wrong with them?
They're so
They
backwards.
try, but the Sorcerer Kings are just arguing
They've
about
been
it.
right.
sealed
They,
off
they
from the
prefer
other
imperial
planes.
measures. I get
Yeah,
it. I get
we
it.
blame
Yeah.
here
We
in
use
Tyr.
sorcerer
We
measure
blame
here.
we blame
In
Uruk.
here,
It
we
is a
use
lot
the
like
metric
America.
system, okay?
Mhm.
We overthrew our Sorcerer King and his imperial measure.
that's
But
okay,
I think
minus-
we might be closer to Uruk here, so it's
But it is fair to point out minus 30 is pretty much the same in either one.
It's pretty close. Minus 40 is where they meet, so we're
It's-
so
it's
I,
fine. It's
maybe
cold in
going
there.
this way is
Good-
not
good
the
chat.
smartest. It's
But
going to be
so-
painful.
It's really cold, but we're also going like 100 feet around it, right?
True.
It's true.
Yeah.
Or we could just go
go
across
fast.
the chasm. We could do that too, past the death place.
I pick up Carlos and shove him across the ice lake.
Yeah, I think Carlos doesn't want to go see Presta's little, body
Mhm.
parts, so he's going to try to go across as quickly as he can. Try to go
All right.
across.
Amlal will bring up the rear just to make sure that we've
Okay.
got coverage.
Yeah, I think everybody should just follow as quickly as possible.
Everybody place yourself in the room.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm already.
Of
I'm
all
out.
of the
I'm
times
already
to-
out.
You are
All
not
the
out.
times. To go robot.
Yeah, I love the D&D game that's just, can I move my token faster than Scott can say something?
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Your Honor, I
Right.
moved my token through there, and he said nothing.
Clearly.
But you didn't you took your hand off the piece, and so
Suddenly, the air grows very warm. Water rains from above. The ice cracks and thick waves of steam rise from the pool. Bobbing amongst the breaking ice, the bloated bodies of small humanoids stare up with wide,
oh.
dead eyes.
this is somehow more horrible than what I imagined.
Yeah.
And,
This is Athos, after all. All right, okay.
and it happens so quickly. The room just kind of fills with light steam, and now it is
I
obscured.
stick my tongue out.
Do you have a tongue?
Everybody keep following the wall.
Something
It's
like
it's
that.
not her tongue, but she carries the tongue with her.
Aw.
just these
All
moments.
right, double time. Everybody move.
Yep.
Yep.
Just, like use your hand
just
to like
Hup,
follow
hup,
along
hup,
the
hup,
wall.
hup.
Moving against the wall, trying to get out of here.
All right, you all. If nobody's going in the water, you're all out.
I'm not thinking he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
what-
hot
The dead
tub.
body
Ooh.
water? No.
Whether Regdar wants to or not, he may end up in the water.
Oh no.
Oh,
It just happens.
Ketchka come dunk Regdar. It'll be funny.
I cast Shared Fate on Ketchka. Oh.
ooh.
That was
So you lead up a
That was
passage,
weird.
and now the passageway branches off. You recognize this area. If you go to the west, you are back where the air, and you can actually hear the clatter of bones as this air elemental is whirling about. This is where you entered this level the first time, and then to the east, where northeast, you remember is the whispering room of doom. Or the wind chorus, as they call it here.
Can we hear?
much
if
nicer.
Is there any evidence that there's we can hear somebody else down here with us, perhaps for that ceremony?
It is.
Could anyone look for tracks on the floor that we have not already obfuscated with our several trips back and forth
Presta-
across this?
Presta did try to find tracks before, but because it's so windy, it was impossible to tell anything.
Oh.
I
Yep.
sort of feel
And-
like the big pile of burly guys are probably blocking the entrance to wherever this thing is going on.
Yeah.
And it's hard to hear things in here because of the wind as well.
Did you say it's
okay.
howling?
I would.
I think we're on the right track, guys.
All right.
It
Well-
seems like east. Well, there's a lot to the.
So we have to go at least up to here, right? Like any other direction is just going to take us back to the gore.
Yeah, I think we need to go east,
All right.
I agree.
Yeah.
maybe south too. It's hard to tell if it's north or south.
All right, so you are headed towards the wind chorus. You hear, as you enter, the wind picks up, and you start hearing voices saying things. Carlos, you hear the voice of Presta say, "It's your fault."
No, that was Amlal.
Yeah. Carlos is like, nope, not me.
Not this time.
Although you hear the voice of
Sorry.
Carlos say,
No,
"It's
I-
your fault."
I hear
Presta
the voices
told me.
of
Carlos!
Carlos or her
looking at him and
characters.
saying it's your fault.
Why did you go in the mushroom room? That's what they're saying to me.
I wonder why Carlos is whispering to me instead of just talking to me.
No, yeah, Carlos was literally whispering
That
to
was
you.
that was a message from Presta. I think it was for you.
All right, which way? So this branches off again. You can go north or south here. You see these stalactites. This is the winds. Is kind of you hear things in here.
Well,
You've
people
been
with
through-
dark vision should lead the way here and,
All right, so
and keep going around the corners and seeing if there's any sign that there's
Okay.
any ceremony going on.
Our main question is do you think we need to head down to that area where the Nekoloth was, or the place with the mushrooms in the Nekoloth? That seems to be like the main
Well,
options.
Our
Or
other
cross
option
the
is
abyss.
we could go to past the chasm, the thunderous
Yeah.
chasm,
Come around on the
and
south.
sneak up from the south.
You want to try to flank them?
Well, I think we know where that leads. We don't necessarily know where the path around the abyss leads,
Yeah.
or where the mushroom room leads. But I think
Well,
we
the
can,
mushroom room looks like it might connect to
It
this
looks
other
like it
chamber,
connects as
yeah.
well, yeah. But it's also full of mushrooms.
Yep.
We don't have good
Don't
experience
trust that.
with mushrooms.
It is full of mushrooms.
Edible mushrooms, though, if you're a Nikolops or whatever
Nikoloth?
that thing is, Necco wafer.
Necco wafers.
The deadliest candy.
Made in the
Maybe
Road
mess up your
Factory.
dental work.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been down here before, but scooting around from the south, like you said, sounds like a good idea. So going through like N5.
Shall we
Oh, I
try
see.
this democracy thing we've heard of? It's new to tier.
could never work.
It's probably. Yeah, you're right. It was a
It's
stupid
a fad.
idea.
Doomed to fail.
Well, let me know which way you want to go.
Who wants to go south and who wants to go through the mushroom room and check out the
I
abyss
think
while we're at it?
south.
I don't want mushrooms.
Mhm.
I mean, I think we know if we go to the south, we're going to run into the big pile of guys that are going to beat us up.
And the mushroom
Well-
room is south of you. Everyone knows that, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
Yeah.
south and
I'll
southwest
go
and the
with
southeast.
Kachka, and I think we should, head down south of N5 and sort of work our way north again. Is that what we're saying?
Mhm.
I think so, yeah.
All
at least
right.
check it out.
Could
Maybe
we-
things have
yeah.
changed
Oh,
since.
I'm just going to
Could
move you
we-
all.
Good.
And we haven't found anything successful with like these big guys. Like I guess they can teleport because it's not like we can find like a. Because what would be great would be to fight them one at a time.
Yeah, that guy
And,
literally did teleport away from us after we were getting
So
the
it's
upper hand
not
on him.
so.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's not like some kind of pinch point that we could find them at.
I'm just going to put you guys by the thunder chasm.
No, that's okay.
Sure.
And
Thunder.
and you can
Thunder,
tell me where you want to go from here. So
thunder,
you walk
chasm.
down,
Can I
Through-
go a little
and there you
away
are.
from the thunder
I
chasm?
think maybe
a little?
somebody should stealthily peek around the corner. And just
Gotcha.
You
get
are
it.
so full of
Yeah.
ideas.
I don't have night vision, so I don't know.
Oh, it has to be
All
someone
right,
who
I'll,
has dark
I'll
vision.
peek around the corner. I guess I'm the designated stealth bug.
Oh, give
Well,
me
no.
a stealth check.
Okay,
Stealthy bug.
it's a 22.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
You're
Appreciate it, buddy.
I don't know what voice we're doing, but
It's a
I know we're
stealth
kind of
bug?
leaning into Mackenzie Brothers territory or something.
Oh, great.
I
that's,
see another 6 feet of cavern.
I think that's probably all you
10
can
feet.
see from there.
All right. I don't see any big scary dudes.
You do not.
All right, I'm going to go a few more feet in and look around the corner
Oops.
towards the north.
Oh man, why do they call this?
And I'm gonna stay so I can kind of see. Well, if she weren't so stealthy, that I could see Kachka, so that I can stay in telepathic contact.
Okay. Let's see what you.
Since
Can
I
see.
need to be able to see somebody to be able to talk to them telepathically.
So, Kachka, you look up. Kachka, did you see the room that the Nikoloth was in
When?
The first
at any
time.
point? Before this, because you will
I did
figure
not
this
go
out.
all the way around this
Mm-mm.
corner before, no.
So you describe what you're looking at, and Carlos, who has seen the room where the Nikoloth is, says, "Oh, that's the room where the Nikoloth was."
Yep.
And the one thing you would notice
Oh, I
is
see
that
what you
there
mean.
is a crisped elf kind of hanging from a hook that you remember Carlos talking about one of the.
Right. That's that larger
Yeah.
cavern
The
away to
two
the
elves
north
died
here,
that
right?
day.
That's right, and that is where the Nikoloth was chilling before.
Although it did get a bit warmer when we torched that elf.
I was using chilling as a
Oh,
colloquialism.
chillin'. Got it, yeah.
I am hip.
Vernacular. All right, so
Could say.
we can continue on to the north. If we do, we're probably going to run into the narcolepsy.
I feel like I could sleep right now.
Does it look like the kind of room where ceremony has
Well,
happened? Is
there
happening?
were bodies chained to the walls and stuff, so it
Yeah.
was sort
That
of
could
like
be
that.
ceremonial.
I will say, there are 2 humans, one of those bird people, and a dark elf, which I'm just going to say drow, hung suspended from hooks connected to chains. Blood pools on the floor beneath them. Beetles scurry along the floor walls and down the chains and onto the victims, which faintly struggle, rasp, and moan, and you do hear some moans, as a breeze turns them around and around. Debris, including tattered clothing and broken weapons, is scattered against the walls.
Well, at least there's the breeze.
So that dark elf is a
Got that
drow
going
and
for
not
us.
just the one that we burnt earlier.
Correct.
Okay, good.
It's not a blackened elf. Well, it is a blackened elf. It's a
Cajun.
blackened drow.
Blackened
Yes.
Onion, garlic, cayenne pepper.
I guarantee.
Okay, so
Okay,
should we
so
just
this
quit?
is, I guess, not the room. Before?
Just wait for the apocalypse.
That's right. We'll just hunker down in this little cul-de-sac to the south here.
So maybe to the east is where we need to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we went around that corner and discovered some nasty people. But
Some
so
nasty?
be prepared.
Well, I mean, okay, if
I
that's the way we
will-
got to go.
I will stealthily continue around the corner and see what I can see.
All right. So you see this passage kind of ends. There's a little fissure. So
see
you
a
now
fissure?
know that this
Very
all
important fissure.
connects.
It's the Fissure King.
That's right.
Oh,
And then you look
little
down this
farther.
passageway and you see a room. Yes, this cave has an uneven floor covered with toadstools. The toadstool caps are spotted white, purple, and green and blue. Some are as low, well, you couldn't tell that because you're using dark vision. Some are as low and wide as forest ferns, while others stand as tall as humans, their stems thick as the trunks of trees. Still others shed a faint light. Oh, I guess you can see now. Eerily illuminating a sloped passage leading down to the shore. Oh, you can't see this. Leading down somewhere.
To Dinah
Huh.
Shore.
Maybe
Oh,
the
slope
demons
down,
are
that
off.
could-
Have they? Maybe they've all relocated to wherever the ceremony is happening, which
Yep.
is probably not good.
There's no sign
Probably
of
that.
the demons in the room with the guys hanging from the ceiling.
Nope.
Maybe we release those guys and see if they know anything,
I think that's a good idea.
yeah,
and
sure.
and say, "Boy, what happened to this one that got burnt over here?"
Weird.
That
That's
must have
unfortunate.
really sucked.
Yeah, let's go let these see. Let's go see what these people know. You can let them pray if you want. I just want the information.
You just want to leave them hanging there and ask them questions.
They're just hanging out.
All right. First,
so
let's ask: Are
as-
you cultists?
Hey, they
You
might
have-
be. There's,
You have
Are
to
you
answer.
there are some guys. There are some guys chained to obelisks upstairs, trying to learn how to live with no food. It's ridiculous.
Are you initiates like us? Uh-oh.
And as you're saying that, suddenly the Nikoloth drops its invisibility,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
attacks. So roll for. Oh, it probably gets a surprise round. So who will it hit? Carlos.
Sure.
It is there. It is going to make a melee attack.
Does this Nikolops look like it's been damaged previously?
This Nikoloth looks like the same Nikoloth, only it looks like in the 8 hours that you had to rest, it also rested, and it appears to be fine.
Is it sleepless?
Can you guys remind me what we learned about Nekoloth last time? And wasn't there weird stuff about which damage they were resistant to? And
Yes, I will remind you. I don't think you learned this, but you know that it is resisted from non-magical attacks.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
It is resisted to
fire damage, I think, because that was my big thing, was to do fire damage to it. which is-
I think someone tried lightning. It's also resistant to that.
Did somebody try?
so it is
psychic
resistant
damage?
to non-magic and several types of magic.
Yes.
Mm.
And it also has so you'll remember that it looks like a very large gargoyle with wings, powerful bat wings, and it holds in its hands a large great axe that it has swung twice at Carlos. 16, I believe, misses, but
Correct.
a 26 will hit.
Definitely.
And you take 17 points of damage.
Carry
Ouch.
the 3.
And now, give me initiatives.
All right, then.
All right. Carlos.
Yes, well, I picked up the Crystal Scimitar +1 of Presta, and
you
since
exact- you
magical,
did.
I know that
Nearly-
my...
Wait a second. I had it. It's in my inventory because I picked it up when she died last time.
Well, but because I said when
We had
were
already
leaving, we picked up all of
Right,
our
but I'd already taken it off her
continuity
corpse.
error. I
She
think
got
you
cut
will
in half.
find
There's 2 of them
that
now.
Yeah.
Let's go to the videotape.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. It was in my inventory from last time because I was about to use
Well, then
it.
I
so
think-
that was going to be awkward.
You all can't use it.
Did you want to keep it? Are you going to keep it and use
I
it?
was going to use it, but if you want to take it, then I also have a +1 dagger, so I guess
Yeah.
I could stab him with a +1 dagger.
Yeah, I think at some point you exchanged the. You
All right.
handed me the scimitar
Fair enough.
because
It was too sad for you to hold it.
And so, Scott, I am going to use that since I don't have any other magical weapons, and I know
Okay.
that my unmagical weapons did not have any effect on it the last time.
Well,
What-
that is technically incorrect. It had resistance. You did damage.
Yeah, but it was going to resist that damage. So I
Yes.
thought it was. Well, what would the stats be for me to use this crystal scimitar?
Scimitar is a D6, 1d6 slashing. It is a light weapon, and it is
Plus
a
1,
finesse weapon.
'cause
Oh,
it's-
+1, yes. You use your strength, because I assume you'd want to use your strength modifier instead of your
Right.
dexterity modifier. So,
So it's D20 plus 5.
yep. And then +5 to damage, so +6 for damage. D6 +6.
It was doing half damage. It was resisting half damage. Is that right?
Resistance is half damage, yes.
Yeah. All right.
It may be
Yeah, I'm
immune
gonna-
to things.
I'm going to. I'm just going to use my hammer again. I'm not going to use the scimitar
Okay.
because the hammer is just so much more effective than the scimitar is, even though it's magical.
All right, well, we've already established, though, that Carlos has the scimitar,
Yes.
so
if-
Umlal
if
cannot
somebody
use
wants
it.
So Umlal will have to ask me to toss it to him later. Okay.
Or
Yes.
could someone toss it to me? I don't have anything magical either, so
Oh, well, somebody ask, and Carlos can toss it to him. But Carlos will use the hammer in the meantime.
Carlos just set the scimitar down and shove
Sorry.
it to the south.
I just chuck it
Someone
over
can
my
run and pick it
shoulder.
up.
Hopefully, it doesn't hit anybody.
Carlos is like, I totally want this thing. This is crap.
And that's an 11, which doesn't
11
do anything,
Will bounce off. Well, it doesn't even hit. It's completely.
and a 12.
A
so
12 also
nothing.
does not hit. Regdar, you watch Carlos look through his inventory and pick the weapon he
What do
always
I have?
does.
What do I have? What do I have? That. Oh no.
Well, I think the best I can do is because it doesn't resist force damage, is just to cast Magic Missile at a high level. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, so it will be 5 darts. So each dart is a d4 plus 1.
Correct.
So I'm going to roll,
5d4 plus 5.
18 damage in his face. Zip, zop. And I've used a level 3 spell slot.
Excellent. Shara, you are standing next to a well, you're not actually standing next to it. You're standing next to Umlal, who seems to be almost angry because he doesn't have a crystal scimitar.
almost angry Amla.
Well, there are 3 of us with the same initiative here, so
17.
is
Yeah.
it better if anybody else goes first? Or
Oh, that's true. So, yes, who wants to go? Dan, Steve, or Aline?
Doesn't matter to me. I do best on sneak attacks, so
Does us positioning or getting in there help at all?
well,
for
if
setting
you,
up your
get
sneak
yourself to within, let's see, is Carlos? Where's Carlos? There he is.
Carlos is right next to
If
it.
there
He's
are
within
multiple-
5 feet though, so you should still get sneak attack for that because
Yeah.
he's
You will.
engaging the demon. Whatever you
Yeah.
guys want to do.
I will
I'm-
go third because if there are multiple people within melee range, I have a spell that may be making him run away
Okay.
for some opportunity attacks.
Well, I'm just gonna fire my crossbow bolt at it. So, 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. And then I get, I think, 2d6. Sneak attack is an extra 1d6. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I rolled well. So that is 14 damage.
All right. That is good. Doesn't appear as though all of that goes through. Ulal.
Umlal rushes.
Umlal.
Umlal is angry. You killed me, friend! He runs up and he grabs the scimitar that's hanging off Carlos's belt. And then
that would
be
motion
just-
brings it around to smash this guy.
Yeah, kill him with Presta's weapon. That's
That's right.
Yes.
That's
I
the
will
way
say
to
you
go.
could do that, but you could only make one attack. I know. Tough but fair.
Lame. All right, but I'm raging.
Tough but lame.
Tough and lame. All right.
Not fair.
Let's do this. Okay, cool. All right, so scimitar attack,
Scimitar 24. That will hit.
and it's an extra 2 damage because I'm raging.
So 11 points of damage. It does not like that. It roars in pain. That's what it sounds like.
Cool. Cool.
Carlos removes his scimitar from his inventory.
Moment of silence for Carlos's once owned scimitar.
Momentarily.
I ran the numbers. It's gonna average better damage than my greatsword.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Ketchka?
all right. So is this the dude that did the killing blow to Presta?
It is, in fact,
I feel like
the
he
very
was.
same.
Like
He is
the
covered in
undead's
blood
major
of Presta, literally.
vulnerable. Oh, well, that makes me extremely angry, and
And
I
probably
want
This
to-
guy lives in a cave full of corpses. He can't be that wise, right?
I can still see your corpse in the other room, and
Yeah.
it's maybe a little peckish.
Oh, it is still there.
So
Location,
I'm going
location,
to
location.
send some dissonant whispers his way at third level. He must make a wisdom saving throw of
And then wait around 8 hours for them to come back
Alrighty.
fully rested.
He failed.
Cool. So, 1/3 level spell.
Like, I
So
feel like he
people-
made some life choices that
Yeah, dissonant whispers. I say, should have known better than to kill a friend. And
Any friend.
your guilty feelings have no rhythm whatsoever. All right, so he will take 18 psychic damage.
Ah! That's where I keep my brain.
And on top of that, since he failed his wisdom saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
will move as far away from me as its speed will allow.
On your round or on his round?
Immediately, using its reaction, if
Okay.
available.
It's available. It hasn't reacted yet. Let's see here. Just need to make sure I'm on the right. I am not. That's why. Okay. It beats its bat wings and leaves the floor and flies 20 feet straight up.
Well, my two pals should have an opportunity to take a swing at it at this point.
I
That
think that is true.
It's true.
Indeedy.
Why could I not move this token?
I got a 20,
A 20 will hit.
and I'm gonna roll. I forgot to roll damage twice last time. I can do twice once per turn. So I'm gonna go with the higher one. I know that's bold choice with 13 damage.
You're so crazy.
13 damage. Why can't I do this? All right, 13 damage. And who else is there? Carlos?
I am there. I have, of course, my Scorpion Carapace armor, which allows me to make an attack when somebody adjacent to me willingly moves.
It did not willingly move, but
Oh, it
yes.
unwillingly moved. Yeah, that's true. Okay, well then just a regular old attack, huh?
Yes. Ah, that's why I put it on the wrong layer.
That is a 25.
25 will hit.
13 hammer damage.
Hammer
The
attack.
bluntest damage of all.
We call that bludgeoning damage in the biz. And it moves over a
Whatever.
little bit. So now it's 20 feet up and a little further away. Now it's the Nikoloth's turn. Is it still can it move towards you, or is it that just a momentary thing, Kashka?
According to this, it doesn't do anything after running away. So I
Okay.
think it's free to do whatever at this point.
Alrighty. Then it will move over here and just kind of hover and try to cut off Umlal's head.
Let me know what that roll is before.
I need
deciding
my
what it
head.
is.
All right, well, I've got 2 rolls. I'll tell you what they both are.
It's not like you've been using it.
Oh, snap.
Sorry.
It's funny because it's true. A 16 and a 21.
All right, I will attempt to disrupt the 21 with my cutting words. Let's see, which is a... What's my inspiration die? D8. So
Thank you.
take 2 off of that 21.
Oh, man. You know what's ironic, Steve? If you're taking 2 off the 16,
19.
that would have saved me.
Well, is 16
no.
enough to hurt you?
16 is my armor class.
Oh my god,
Oh.
I didn't realize you were
Well, then
on
you
quest,
got
so-
hit twice with these 2 great axes. Well, there's only
Crap.
1 great axe, but 2 great axe blows. And all of you here in your mind, you will be decorating my hooks next. Your little friend was only an appetizer.
I look good on hooks. I got no problem with that.
So that's 30. You take 40 points of damage.
Oh my
All
god.
right. All right. Before that happens, couple things. One, do you remember what the individual damage was? I think it probably just resolves to 20, but in case it made a difference.
I moved the dice before
All right,
you.
so I'll reduce it by half to 20 in
Okay,
that case,
that's fine.
because I resist, and I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance.
Can
because-
you
You've been
reduce
better.
that damage having made an opportunity attack?
Yeah, I have resistance. Oh, I can't use my reaction. You're right. So I have to take 20 but my resistance just means I take half damage pretty much no matter what.
All
So
right.
that
So
hurts.
He took a couple big chunks out of.
Yeah, I'm at
out of you.
I mean, I'm at 40 out of 60 now, but it's not great, but it's not terrible. I've been worse.
Zatasha.
Ugh.
No, he pronounced it right that time.
I feel like we've done this before.
Well, I haven't, so I'm new to this party. I don't like the look of this guy. People seem really upset at him for some reason. I think maybe.
It's
He
like
killed
in
their
a
friend.
past life you
Mhm.
have
So
run across something
I
like
am
this
going
before.
to, with a bonus action, activate my intellect fortress as my discipline, just
Okay.
in case it attacks me, and then I am going to mind thrust at it, and I'm going to boost it again using 5 psi points. So
All right.
I don't know if I will hit because I have no idea what the intelligence is of a Nikoloth, but
I do.
okay. Well, is it more than 24?
It is not.
Okay then.
Nice.
You hit a Nikoloth. In its mind, its most vulnerable part.
It takes 41 points of
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hello, new
Blood.
new friend.
And as I do that, I say directly into its mind in Infernal, you just made a big mistake.
Oh, it screams. Blood is pouring out of its ears, but it's still alive. Carlos.
Yeah, great. He's flying, right? I can't hit him with my hammer, right?
He is flying, but he's only he had to swoop down to hit Umlal. How tall is Umlal? He's pretty tall.
Yeah, I'm like 8
Aren't you
or
like
9
8 feet tall?
So he's within
So
hammer range.
Hammer range, hammer striking distance.
That hammer has a
Carlos!
long handle.
Carlos, alley-oop. You run at me, I'll give you the boost. And then
Oh,
swing your
20
hammer.
I will give you
23?
inspiration if you do that.
Yes, do it.
Do what?
You're gonna run at me. I'm gonna like alley-oop you, and then you're gonna hit him with the hammer while you're in midair.
Fastball special.
I love it. Let's
It's
do
gonna
it.
be
All
awesome.
right. Ulal, give me a strength check, and Carlos, give me either athletics or acrobatics.
And because I'm raging, I have advantage on strength checks.
I have just joined the most stylish party ever. I say
We're not usually this cool.
I say telepathically to all of you.
We're gonna use that 20.
That time you
And-
guys spend in the Athos Globetrotters really is paying
And
off.
my athletics is 12.
All right, so Carlos runs towards Umlal. Umlal puts his hand out in a little basket, and Carlos steps into his hands. Umlal mightily pushes Carlos up. Carlos pinwheels past the Nikoloth and lands over by the entrance.
Aw,
It looked pretty great.
it looks pretty
need?
cool.
What do we need there?
More than a 12 to in your athletics check to successfully hit a Nikoloth. Also, you could have just walked up, but you do both get inspiration.
I could save your life later.
All right. I was hoping for something a little more spectacular.
It was pretty spectacular. Regdar.
I was hoping that everyone would have killed him by now. I'm going to do Magic Missile, but I'm not going to do it at that high level because I need to not use all of my spell slots. So how about 4 Magic Missiles? It will be 4d4 plus 4. Roll 13 damage.
You
Thing.
point your finger at him. These missiles shoot out, just splatter into his chest. The chest burst opens and he slumps, falls to the ground, dead.
Good job, Carlos and Umlal.
That was totally us, right?
Yeah.
Well timed.
Regdar says
I go
yes.
running up to the corpse and start rending it.
Okay.
Yanking out guts, pulling intestines
Uh.
here and there, just screaming the whole time.
Are his prisoners are all super dead, right? Like they're been dead for like a day.
No, there's
Oh.
only one that's dead. There are
The one that you killed.
one that seems to be somehow burnt.
Did you say that there were more of those guys before, though?
Yeah, we
2.
They were to the south. We saw a couple extras to the south. That guy
Carlos, how many
teleported.
did you see?
Just because this guy
I
started
I
out
saw
invisible.
3, so including this guy.
Give
So
me
one of them-
DM, are we still in initiative order?
We are not. Regdar,
Okay.
give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. I love Arcana. 9. That's a critical fail.
Arcana,
All right, never
Barbados. Ooh, you.
If anybody else is proficient in Arcana, you can give me an Arcana check.
Somebody should try.
I'm not proficient,
Oh,
though.
You have
I
to
am
be proficient. Well, Ketchka, give me an
I'm
Arcana.
gonna do
check.
that. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You're all right, despite what they say.
I hear I have no style.
Well, that part's true.
So, Ketchka, you say, wait a second. This thing can seemingly cast invisibility. I bet it could also cast
Mirror
image.
Yep.
And so there probably is only one Nikola.
Oh.
Okay. Then I will
yeah,
my side
it's
points on true sight.
Probably just a single Nikoloth. Sure.
Well, now there's a lot of pieces are scattered around the floor.
All right.
It did seem like not the
I'm
kind of
still
creature that
celebrating.
is like super social.
What is it?
Right?
Yeah, what does it
Animal,
have
yeah.
on it? Anything besides a giant
It has a
Axe.
giant's axe, a great axe, and
That's all right.
So.
Thanks.
will we
Thanks.
ever
Thanks,
tire
No,
of this?
we will
No.
not.
No.
Hey, I'm
that-
an
that is-
entirely new character. I
that's
get to
true.
make that joke for the first time
All
over
the
again.
jokes you get to make.
I give
again.
Zatasha a high five.
And you notice it has a spider silk pouch that holds
Don't touch that.
23 platinum pieces.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
And inside, it has a necklace that is a necklace of prayer beads that I will describe what it looks like once I find out
guys,
what it looks like.
the ability to
Are we like
resurrect a
counting out
single
the
elf.
money of these prisoners that are still hanging on hooks nearby?
Well, I assume that
Uh-huh.
Kachka and I are looting the body, and the others are.
Yeah, let's get them off.
If they've
let's
been
get them
hanging there
down.
for at least 8 hours, I think they're going to stand another couple of seconds.
So
yeah,
this
but I'd feel bad if they're like watching us count out their money.
This necklace has let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 beads hanging on it, and I will tell you what they are. So someone should write this down.
Beads.
One is a bead of blessing, one is a bead of curing, one is a bead of summons, and one is a bead of wind walking.
Wind waking.
Walking.
Wind talking.
Waist hopping.
You don't find a necklace.
Tough but fair, Scott McNulty. Tough
Right.
but fair.
So can I assume that these beads are single use?
These
Magic
beads are
items?
single use, and they cast the spell that they are named after.
Blessing, curing, summons,
Summons
and
and
wind
wind
walking.
walking.
Yes.
I don't know any of those spells.
Well, I will tell you what they are. One is the summons will cast Planar Ally, which is a 6th level spell. Lets you beseech an otherworldly entity for aid. Wind Walking will cast Wind Walk, which you and 10 creatures you see assume a gaseous form for the duration and appear as wisps.
Oh.
You have a flying speed
Lunch
of
at
300 feet and a resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. What is the other one? Cure
Blessing.
wounds. Curing can do either cure wounds or lesser restoration. Cure wounds is a 2nd level spell. And bless will cast bless, which 3 creatures of your choice, whenever a target makes an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that to the attack roll or saving throw.
Great.
All right.
Sounds pretty good.
And I will say, when the last time you encountered the Nightcloth, you ran away, and it ran away because it had 3 hit points left.
What? Why would you tell us
man.
that? Why would you tell us that? That's just being mean.
Because I'm mean.
Story checks out.
All right. So
All right.
who
let's
found the
go-
necklace?
let's-
Who's gonna keep it?
Good question.
What makes sense?
Somebody who already spends most of their time in the back ranks.
Yep, agreed.
Regdar,
and
have a
maybe
necklace.
doesn't already
All
have
right.
curing or healing powers.
Curing, healing, and blessing.
And wind walking.
Eh.
Summoning.
You can sort of wind walk.
Yeah. I'm adding it to my character sheet.
I put it in
just
the notes file too.
Did somebody also take note of the money?
Oh yeah, how many platinum pieces?
23.
All right.
All
So
right,
I'm gonna
now
start
the-
examining
now to
these guys
poor,
hanging from hooks.
poor wretched souls. Now that we've counted our money,
Yes.
First things first. So there are 2 initiates that clearly look like they are initiates.
Do they seem
And
to be enjoying themselves?
they have hooks through their chests, so they do not appear to be enjoying themselves. And there is an Aracona, which is, or Aracora, I don't know how to say it, the bird people. She is one bird
But
person.
not a
Oh,
kinker.
and then she should be light enough to lift down off the hook pretty
She
easily.
is not a kenku. She's a different kind of bird person.
Now, is she just flying there, trying to keep the hooks from digging into her?
Well, you notice that she's kind of groggy. Both of her wings have been broken.
Oh.
And she kind of looks up and she says, "Help me."
All right.
All right.
Since she's not wearing initiate robes,
I'll grab her by the. How high up above the floor are they?
Just a couple feet.
All right, so I will like hold her legs and like give somebody a chance to try and like maybe scamper up and remove the hooks.
yeah, do we need to roll
Do I
something?
know these people at all?
You do not know the initiates or anyone here, actually.
Okay.
You have heard tell that people that displease Aranosi are sent down below, and you imagine this could be the repercussions
This is
of
down below.
This is down below. So you easily take the. She tells you that her name is Kazra. She says thank you, and you easily get her off of the hook.
Does
she
Kazra
has-
mean anything to us?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Should we give her? Do we have a
Shit.
few good berries left over? Could we? Give
She
her
has 1 hit point.
one? Okay. Well, that wouldn't really help then.
No. She says, I just want to fly again. I want to fly. I want to be out of this awful place. Please. Please.
Sure.
I say something very
Up in the
soothing.
air.
You're gonna be I lie to her and say, "You're going to be just fine."
Oh, thank you so much for saving me. It did horrible things to me.
Why
Who
are you
did?
down here? Do you know?
The Feathergale Knights captured me and brought me here. I don't. They were for sport, seemingly. They had no questions for me. They just tortured. That thing tortured me. So much torture. I just want to be back under the open sky. Can you take me home?
Well,
Is this the only room they've had you in?
Yeah, they took me right here, down a hole. Broke my wings. My wings are broken. Can you fix me? Please help. You're very powerful. I watched.
I can break things.
I watched the second time. The first time I wasn't really paying attention.
Hey.
do you know these other two people that are hanging here?
No, they have been equally tortured. As the demon just seemed to take glee in our pain.
All right, shall we take these initiates down?
Yeah, I want to start
Yeah.
getting this
Yep,
next
that's
person
a good
down.
idea.
All right.
So you can easily take down the initiates. The initiates they don't make eye contact. They seem kind of sullen. They don't seem particularly grateful for your help.
Initiates, call your parents. You were in a cult.
We were just being taught a lesson. Clearly, this is all part of the plan. Put us back on the hooks.
Not happening.
Yeah. You're free to help yourself to the hooks.
Where did everybody go to do the big old ritual thing? Where does that happen?
They don't seem to know. We were just.
Do I
part
believe
of,
they don't know, or are they just
Sure.
not telling us?
You roll an insight check. We were just part of the flute company, and
I
boy.
can see why you're.
We've heard that one before.
I got a 16 on insight.
We invented that one.
you are pretty sure they're telling the truth.
I put them. Carlos tries to put them back up on the hooks.
Carlos.
If you actually try to do that, the one you're trying to do dies as you try to slide the hook back in.
That's fine.
And his corpse just is now
Okay, he's
on
dead.
the hook.
Mhm. And the next one?
Do you,
I
what
haven't
are you
taken
gonna do
him
the
down
other?
yet. Have we?
Oh, okay.
I think you took them both down.
Yeah,
No.
Carlos tries
Do
to
you
put the
want
other guy
backup
back
too?
up on the hook.
And
asked
he
for
also dies.
Carlos
Well,
shrugs.
at least they're quiet now. Does anybody have medicine that could, just like at least kind of stabilize the bird?
She's got one
Maybe.
hit point. I'm not sure. Can we do much else for her without
I mean-
casting like a whole spell?
We got the beat of curing. We could. Yeah, we got stuff
Oh
we
no,
could
no,
do.
no, no!
But
We are not using that on this person.
well, I see
I
where your
say.
priorities
Firmly.
lie.
My priorities
could you-
lie in saving all
Sorry,
of Athos,
Birdie,
not this one
we
winged
can't help you.
person.
Mighty
I say
adventurers,
telepathically. to my
Could you
friends.
help me back? Could you escort me to the surface? I
We
can't.
could
I
get-
can't even walk.
We could give
On
her.
the way out.
Oh, can't even walk. We'll give her directions and tell her when she feels better. She could.
If we survive,
I'll just put you
Yeah.
back on this hook so that you won't get hurt.
We'll come back
I
for
say
you.
as
Yeah.
kindly as possible. If we survive, we would love to help you get out of here. But right now, we can't even get out of here, and the fate of all of your people and all of our people rests on what we are about to do. I say as nicely as possible after
she's-
initiating my whichever conquering mind discipline.
Oh. I'm gonna snap her mind in two. She starts to cry and says, I just want to fly again. I just want to get out of here. I'm
We're
not
like
supposed to be
100
underground."
feet underground, lady. We don't
I
have
know.
that kind of time.
They've been torturing me for days. Please. You're the first non-cultist I've seen, even though you look like cultists, but you killed the demon, so I'm on your side.
Look, we will get you out of here.
Thank
we
you.
promise.
Thank
I
you.
promise you this. My name's Regdar.
Nice to meet you.
I'm your new friend. Tell me, do your people have the concept of a life debt?
Yes, I owe you all my life. Please, if you get me back
excellent.
to my family. I
That's
have
good.
young children. I need to help them.
We will obviously get you out. The challenging thing here is we're on a bit of a time crunch because let me ask you about your family. Do they live in Athos?
Yes.
Okay. All of Athos is in danger if we don't stop this ritual. So in order to save your children, we're going to have to delay getting you back to the surface. but we will get you back to the surface. We will put you in the wings. You'll get to see your kids again. So, yeah.
So
Let's,
a couple of
maybe we
options
should-
here for disguising you. We can tuck you inside this dude we just killed.
I was gonna say maybe just in this
Why?
corner.
Or my pal here can prestidigitate you so it looks like you got burnt like that chick hanging from the northern wall there.
What?
And you just lay here and pretend to be dead. And when we come back, we'll get you.
Well, she passes out.
That
All
seems
right.
about right.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd be sick of us at this point too.
I do think that we should maybe, carry her and set her someplace that's a little bit out of the way, not like right out in the open in the middle of this room next to a big dead Nikoloth.
There
So,
is
like,
a
maybe
crack to the southwest. Yeah. Somebody else just
Yeah.
highlighted that.
Yep.
Stuff her in the crack.
I'm going to investigate the charred corpse in the north that's hanging
There's-
from the hooks up here.
Also a thunderchasm.
Thunder,
You
thunder, thunder,
We're not putting her in the
thunder
Thunderchasm.
Chasm ho!
you notice that he is a drow.
Lion.
He doesn't have anything. He's a male.
He.
You don't know anything else about him. He has nothing noteworthy on him.
Okay.
He may have had something to say if he were not dead.
Yeah.
I avoid eye contact with the dungeon
Just
master.
Fortunately, his eyes
Everybody.
have melted, so that's really not a problem.
I
All right.
noticed Regdar is acting a little bit squirrely in front of this particular
I,
corpse.
I feel like that was the right choice to make of the situation with the information I had.
I would have. I have no idea. Sure.
Should
All right,
we
so let's stuff the bird lady in a crack and move on.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you putting Kazra?
Can we leave some rations with her or something, just so that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna put her over here.
Yeah, and then just build up some stones, not so she's trapped, but so that it's not as easy to see her.
slowly wall her in?
It's not like
Edgar
Cask of
Allan Poe.
Amontillado.
Yeah, birds love being walled in. Trust me. Nature check.
Yeah, so I'm going to strip one of the initiates and put a robe on her.
Okay. The robe is
You're
covered in
technically-
blood
You're
and has
technically married to her now in her society.
has a big hole in it, but she's now wearing it.
We should leave her a note that says we'll be right back to, since the last thing that she did was
BRB.
What if the whole temple is a big mimic?
Please don't move. Getting
We'll
gas.
be back. But she can't move.
Please don't tow this.
We need to
corpse.
take careful care of this NPC. This might need to be one of us when we die.
As you move her, you notice that both of her legs are also broken, so
Oh,
she
jeez.
cannot.
Yeah.
So-
she cannot move.
Well, don't go anywhere.
But she's probably like a level 10 bird, is what you're telling me.
She's a very powerful bird.
I mean,
All
would a
right.
cure wounds actually fix her legs or anything? Does that
Yeah.
even... Would it?
Yep.
I feel a little bad about leaving an entirely helpless person laying
Well, we
here.
could have a NPC buddy if we want to heal her and have her come along with us. Although she might want to leave, but we could just not tell her where the exit was.
We're on the way out. Just follow us.
Wow,
I could get her to believe that.
that NPC buddy.
What is wrong with you people?
Suddenly is turning into a mind-washed hostage.
Yeah, guys, aren't we better than the cult? Because it sounds like we're starting our own cult.
Hey, I'm in the cult, so
Whoa. I thought you were in the cult
That was
as
unclear.
cover.
I mean
Yeah.
I'm undercover, but still I'm in the cult.
Very deep cover.
Is she stable at least?
You know, this cult, not so bad. Yes, she's stable. She has 1 hit point, so she's stable. She won't
I
die.
don't know. My mom raised me never to lie to a bird.
All right, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice of you. I'm glad you had a mom to raise you, but let's get going.
Oh, character moment. Where are you going
All
now?
right. That's enough out of you, Batman. Let's keep moving.